Hi, my name is Emma Dimakis, and I'm going to talk about the articulatory features and sounds. First, we need to understand what are the articulators. In this diagram, we can see the parts of the oral cavity. This is the nasal cavity. This is the tongue, the pink part, the lips, upper and lower, the teeth, upper and lower. Just behind your teeth is the alveolar ridge. In the roof of the oral cavity is the hard palate in the front, and in the back is the soft palate or velum. This is the uvula. You can see it when you are in the front of the mirror and you say ah. You can see the uvula. It scans freely in your mouth. And the upper of your throat is the pharynx, and then is the larynx when there is the vocal cords and the glottis. The glottis is the space between your vocal cords. Your vocal cords open or close, depending is voice or unvoiced sounds. And you can feel the vocal cords vibrating, placing your hand in your neck like this. And there are active and passive articulators. The active articulators are articulators that are moving. For example, the tongue, the lips, the vocal cords. And the passive articulators remain stationary. For example, the hard palate or the soft palate. It's not don't move. That are the passive articulators. What is the difference between consonants and vowels? Speech sounds are produced in the vocal tract when two articulators come together. All the parts of the oral cavity work together to create, amplify, or modify a sound. The vowels are speech sounds without any obstruction of airflow. All vowels are voice sounds. If you try saying A, E, I, O, and U out loud, you will notice that the vocal cords are left open. For example, here the tongue, the teeth, and the lips do not block any air. The consonants are speech sounds that involve some obstruction of the airflow. Here in the image, we can see the tongue, the tip of the tongue touching the alveolar ridge. The consonants can be voice or unvoiced sounds. What are the three characteristics used to describe any consonant sounds? The number one is voicing. Is the phonation that means whether the sound is voiced or unvoiced. According with Celce Murcia, is whether the vocal cords are vibrating. The number two is place of articulation, is where the constriction of airflow takes place, is when two articulators come together. And the number three is manner of articulation, is how the airflow is constricted in the vocal tract. What is voicing? Voicing refers to the action of the vocal cords. Unvoiced sound is when the air passes through open vocal cords. Here in the image, we can see the vocal cords located inside the larynx. Here are open, and this is the glottis. The glottis is the space between the vocal cords. Unvoiced sounds are formed when the vocal cords do not vibrate and remaining open. For example, the sound T and S. Voice sound is when the air passes through vibrating the vocal cords. Here in the image, we can see the vocal cords closed. When the vocal cords are closed, there is when they are vibrating. Examples of voice sound is z, z. You can feel the vibration in your neck. All vowels are voice sounds. The vocal cords are essential in our voice. I remember when my husband, a long time ago, was in the summer and put his feet inside a cooler with ice and had a paralysis of one of his vocal cords because a sudden change of temperature. His voice sounds like, "Hi, I'm here." And usually a paralysis of the vocal cords lasts around 6 months. There is no treatment for this condition, just vitamins and speak as little as possible. How are the following sounds produced? The place of articulation, according with Celso Murcia, is when the air passes through one or two passageways, the mouth or the nose. In the video introduction to articulatory phonetics, the consonants, we can observe the places of articulation. There are several places of articulation. First is bilabial sounds, is when the both lips come together. For example, b, p, words like bed, pen, or mom. The second one is labiodental sound, which occurs when the upper teeth and lower lip come together. For example, F like fun, or V like the word very. Um, Next up is interdental sound or dental sound. Is produced when the tip of the tongue touches between the upper and lower teeth. For example, the two th sound in English. First, the unvoiced th sound, like the word think, or the second, the voiced th sound, like the article. You can feel the vibration in your neck, the. And next up is the alveolar sound, is when the tongue is at or near the alveolar ridge, just behind your upper teeth. For example, the t, the word to, the word they, or s, the word so. Continuing with how are the following sounds produced. Next is the palatal sound, is produced at the hard palate. The hard palate is in the roof of the oral cavity at the front. For example, the sh or z or ya, the words show, beige, and you. Next up is the velar sound, is produced when the back of the tongue touches the soft palate or the velum. For example, the sound k like kite, or j like go, and n like the word bank. The ng endings are very common in English. Next is the glottal sound, is produced at the glotis. The glotis is the space between the vocal cords. For example, the sound h and the is like help. And the glottal stop or catch in the voice is a short pause that you make when you are speaking, like Batman. Thank you for your attention, and these are my references.